Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video I'm going to be going over some information that I have been provided by Scopely with regards to a brand new feature that's coming to the game, which is going to be Mythic Awakening. The basic idea behind Mythic Awakening is taking older, less used characters and bringing them up to the standards of the current metas in the game with regards to their stats, the power of their abilities, and the power of their leader skills in some cases. If you remember back to January of this year, we did have two characters that did get buffed, Gold Mythic Christmas Carol and Gold Mythic Beta, and this was generally well received. Both characters were boosted for sure. The end product of an awakened character is going to work very similar to that situation, where a character will be much better than they were previously. However, the main difference is the original character will still exist in the game, so you have the option of not awakening the character if you don't want to. For instance, in the case of Gold Mythic Carol, some people may have wanted to keep her on her original version rather than her boosted version. I feel like this may be part of the reason why the awakening system may have been effectively invented, where it gives people the choice to bring up the character if they want to. Now, the basic process of taking a fighter through their Mythic Awakening when it is made available to them is to gather the corresponding collectible for that character, and I believe it's going to be 10,000 of that corresponding collectible each time a character is made available to be awakened, fully maxing out that character to level 720, not including your lieutenant system, going into your museum and finding the corresponding collection, and then obviously claiming that awakened character. When you claim an awakened character, their skills will be fully maxed out. However, the skills of the character that are required in the collection itself don't actually have to be maxed out. This is a big bonus for sure. In some cases, some characters may get extensions on their skills. So instead of having one upgrade, they may have two. If you know back to the very old characters in the Mythic era, some had less passives than others. When this happens on a case-by-case basis, you may have to max out one skill on that awakened fighter as you claim them, but Scopely have said they will intend to compensate players who do claim the awakened fighter with the resources to actually do this. Now, the very first fighter that is going to be available to claim is going to be Gold Mythic Negan, the OG attack leader who has focus on the leader skill. Now, I will be previewing Negan in a detailed video hopefully very soon. If I have already done that, there should be a link to this in the top right hand corner for you now. Details on how to get the collectibles for each of the new awakened characters will be made available as new characters are made available to be awakened, but I have been told that every time a new character is made available to be awakened, there will be an associated event with that character to make it easier to get that character to be awakened. The best time to awaken a character will be within that event. However, you will be able to do it afterwards. Gaining the collectibles required will just most likely be at a slower pace. Now, as you progress to collecting all of the collectibles required for the character, when you finally receive those final collectibles, you will get that rare pop-up in the game that will take you to the museum collection if you have already maxed out the fighter and have gained the last of the 5,000 required collectibles. However, if you don't get the pop-up for whatever reason, if the character is in a team, you will have to come into the museum yourself manually, and then there's going to be a new tab for you on the left-hand side that should be called Mythic Awakenings. And as you can see, we have the brand new fighter here, Awakened Negan. As you can see, we have the two main items required. Base Gold Mythic Negan, Limit Break 3, fully maxed out at level 720, and also 5,000 of the corresponding collection items for Negan. It's pretty obvious these are the ones for Negan. It has his face on the token. You will gain these, like I said, in the event when it is originally released, and that will be the accelerated way you can gain these. Again, I will go over the initial event for Negan, and again, there should be hopefully a link in the top right hand corner linking you to the details on the event so you know exactly how the process is of gaining these collectibles. Now, just in case you didn't notice, there are 2 red exclamation marks on this collection. If you do claim these rewards, it will consume your tokens, which I think would be expected, but it is also going to consume your gold mythic Negan. This means anything you have upgraded on this character will be removed. That includes his weapon, his skills, so on and so forth, but you will be rewarded with the brand new Awakened Negan, and we'll just go through that process right now. Now, if we go into the new character, that is Negan, you can see at the top, it will tell you it is the Awakened version because it says Awakened under his name. If we go onto his stats, you can see his stats have been boosted up to more relevancy in the current meta. This is going to be one of the biggest things. I'm not going to go into too much details on his kit in this video, but I will show his leader skill, where it went from a 25% attack boost to all teammates to 40%. This is going to obviously make a big difference when it comes to his usability as an attack leader. Like I said, if you do want to check out the full breakdown of this character, please check out the link in the top right hand corner. When I've released my video, I will put it up there. Now, some small little details on the visuals as well. When you have a character that is awakened in your roster, they will have a slight glow to them compared to other mythic fighters. As you can see on this screen, they'll have the little icon in the top left hand corner to signify they are awakened. It will say awakened under their name, but they will have this kind of glow on their actual avatar. Now, the visuals in the actual character screen haven't changed as of yet, but I have been informed this potentially could change, where the art image on the left hand side could potentially change in the future and even maybe be backdated on characters that have been previously awakened. More information on that to follow. That would be obviously awesome, but the most important part is the character themselves becoming more viable, which is definitely what is happening. And just in case you were interested, this is what it would look like if you use the character as an avatar in chat. It would still have the awakened icon on the character, and like I said, it would have that kind of glow that you would be expecting from an awakened character. So that's it on the initial information on the new feature coming to the game, which is going to be Mythic Awakening. Characters will periodically be updated, and I'll bring you information on those characters as they are made available to be awakened. I'll preview each and every one as if they are going to be a new character. The titles of those videos will pretty much be Mythic Awakened, insert character name here. I think this is great. I've seen a lot of people asking for characters to be buffed. And more importantly, this does give the options for people not to do it if they don't want to. Now comes the big long debate on which characters should be made available to be awakened. If you have any initial thoughts on which characters you'd like to see, please leave them in the comments down below. Give me your thoughts on the Awaken system as you see it off face value. I will be bringing more details with regards to Awaken Negan's kit and obviously the attached event for him in the coming days. So stay tuned for those, or click the links that you may see on the screen right now if they're already available. I want to thank you very much for tuning into this video, guys. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.